Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Phyu Thant. Today, I'm gonna be talking about the sustainable development, which is very important for the hospitality and tourism industry futures. So today, I'm gonna be covering about the introduction to the sustainability. What is the sustainability? And second, I'm gonna be talking about the benefits of implementing the sustainable practice in hospitality industry. So before implementing something in our business, we need to know what we can benefit from that, right? So I'm gonna cover about it in the second slide. And for the third thing, I'm gonna be talking about current and future trends for hospitality. So there is a lot of current trend that is happening in the hospitality. We didn't notice that are applying for the sustainability, even if we are the employee, right? So I will talk about this kind of thing for the third slide, and for the fourth thing, I will do all the conclusion summarization of the today topic. I hope you understand when this slide finish what is the sustainability, what is the sustainable development, and also what we can do further for our future hospitality industry. And for the first slide, I'm gonna be talking about introduction to the sustainability. What is the sustainability? What is the principle of sustainable development and why it is important? So why sustainable development important? Before talking about sustainable development, the whole thing, all the people start talking, what is sustainability? Why we have to talk about sustainability? Right? So we need to give the exact answer and we need to give why it is important. Before we talking about why it is important, we need to start off with what we are doing the whole time. So we are living in this world together with the plants, animals, and then the sun. We are getting the energy from the sun, the soil, the nature, and from the art, and we are using it very carelessly because we want to develop and improve our lifestyle to become our human being, human society more comfortable, getting more resources, taking out more resources. For example, we are taking the nature resources like the gas and nature metals and also the oils, and we are not taking out slowly. We are taking out the big amount all the time to do the more scientific observation on how we can do more building, how we can do more factory, more chemical to develop our human society. And at the same time, we are doing a lot of chemical compound and also the factory. We are using plastic for our comfort very long time. And what's it's happening, this plastic are very hard to digest for the nature. It take time to digest on the earth, so this is killing the wildlife and also the art at the same time. And chemical waste from the factories that are just thrown into the ocean that are killing the marine life. So again, we are cutting down the trees and we are not replanting it, and we are building the parking lots, the apartment on this place. These are making the forest less, and then the animals don't have space to stay, and these are also affecting us again. What we are doing will get back to us. So what we are getting challenged this day, we are getting the global challenge like the climate changes, we are getting air pollution, humidity, and also we are start to lack our resources that are getting from the nature automatically, but we are using it very carelessly, and that's become the lack of resources. And because of the lack of resources, we have a social inequality. So sustainability, it's understanding how this all environment, economic, social equalities, all the human being, what we are doing to be more comfortable are related to the nature again, and how we can think about the long term, not the short term comfort. So if you only look at the short term economic and profit, you will not be going to end up with the thriving economic for the long term. And if you are not looking at the environment and conserving a lot of natural resource, it will not good for our wildlife, at the same time for the human being. And because of the lack of resource from the environmental, there are coming the social inequality, right? So social inequality, the people who have the more resources will gain a lot, but the people, they are very a lot of people who are lack of the resource will not get the same amount that they have to get for the living, and it is not really good for the human society too. This is not happening, and this is not going to be good for the long term. So we need to understand each environmental, economic, social equality, and we need to start for our sustainable practice for our future. So sustainable development means development that are meeting the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. So we will still be using our nature resources and implementing new and new thing, developing new and new thing in our human society, while we are not killing for the future and future generation. So second, we will start talking about how we can implement the sustainable development practice and what benefit we can get for our business. So I will give some implementing strategy for the sustainable development. First thing, we can design the sustainable construction. We can use the eco-friendly materials. For example, we can use the solar system and also energy efficient system. Like we can take out this the water measurement, how we consuming the water, like not wasting the water, and we can also use the water back in our hotel operation, how we can recycle. And for the second, we can also start in our hotel non-plastic material, and also we can do the recycle practice. So we can replace the non-plastic material like glass, and if for the straw, we don't need to use the plastic straw. We can use paper straw, bamboo straw, and different straw. We can make it more sustainable. We can reuse it. And we can also recycle the waste from the hotel operation, like food waste, or if we use the plastic, we can also recycle this plastic to another item the guests can use, or we can also reuse it. And for the third thing, yeah, we are implementing a lot of things like non-plastic material construction, but if we don't educate to the people, that will be a waste. So we need to give the training and involvement. For the training, we can giving the knowledge to the staff about the sustainable practice and how they can implement and why it is important. First thing, we need to be sure they know why it is important, and we need to make sure that they are involving themselves, involving, like they are volunteering to implement this, and they are also giving this knowledge to their family again, right? So we can also involve in the community volunteering, so we can also do the educational program, and putting effort to give more knowledge about the sustainable, and not giving like too much lecture, and they just give like an activity they can enjoy and they can also redo in their home. And we can also we can also do the eco-friendly initiative and giving information, not only the stuff we can give to the guests also. We can do the physical activities, or we can implement a lot of things, and we can also giving like a gift what they are doing together with us, like in the physical activities for the sustainable practice. Like they can do the planting together, they can do the marine life saving, like plastic ocean cleaning day, like this kind of thing. That will be memorable for the guests, and they will rethink about it, and they will talk about it to their family once they go back after the holiday. And then the fourth day, we can obtain the certification such as the LEED and Green Globes to validate the sustainable practice. And this kind of certificate will help you, your tourist attraction community, like sustainable. There are a lot of people who have education of sustainable, and this kind of tourists will come only to your hotel because you have a sustainable practice. So this is the implementing strategy, and what benefits we will get while we implement this kind of thing. First, we will get the environmental benefits. We can resolve conservation. It will become the resource conservation if we put like do like a waste management, and we are lowering the carbon footprint, and we are doing a lot of like community helping things. That is also helping your brand image. At the same time, if you implement like a solar system or energy efficient system, this will help you to grow for the long term. In the short term, you have to put a lot of effort and money to implement this, but if you only think about the short term, you will not see the benefits. But if you see about the long term, you will see how much cost efficient for the energy, for the electricity bills, for the paper bills, and also for the water consuming bills. This kind of thing will reduce a lot, and this will also enhance the brand image. Like if you are getting certificate for the sustainability, the guests will think that this place is suitable for the war and for them, and this kind of tourists will come to you. This will help you to enhance the brand image. And for the social benefit, we can also improve guest experience. We are implementing a lot of sustainability thing like eco-farm, or a lot of things. We can give a lot of experience to the guests again. We can show what we are doing. We can proudly say that we are doing this to help the war. And then the guests can also take it back to their home. They can tell that this hotel have this hotel have this, and I can't wait to see this, what this hotel will bring new ideas. And also we can certify the employee. Now there's a lot of the educational program program doing from the hotel. So this kind of educational program and development training, they make the employee to think that they are valuable for the hotels, and they are also developing in their career. And we can also do the helping local community. That will also help you to enhance the brand image. For the resilience and adaptability, what I mean is that if we start implementing the sustainable practice for our new hotel, or while we are doing renovation for the hotels, and this kind of sustainable practice will be more and more in the regulation. If we start implementing now, we don't need to change a lot of things in the future. That will also save the costs, right? And we can also, if we start doing the sustainable practice, first the guests will see how much effort the company is putting for saving the war, helping the community, and helping to thinking about the guests. So for the third thing, there are a lot of current and future trends for hospitality, so we need to take a look at it now. I will do the case study for to hotels group. So first, will several organizations have successfully integrated the sustainable practices, demonstrating the potential for the positive outcome. Case study will showcase the innovative approach and highlight the measurable impact on both business and community. So first case study will be the Minor Hotel Group. I saw a lot of sustainable effort Minor Group has done. Sorry. And they are also doing the report every day about the sustainable practice they are doing. And the first thing I'm impressed is they are setting the goal for that. They want to reduce water consumption by 30% by 2030 and achieving zero waste to landfill status all property by 2025 and 100% of seafood is sustainably sourced by 2025. They are setting the goals and they are also implementing and then I can see that, and there are a lot of things that I'm impressed about, so I will take out the thing that I am impressed about the most. So sustainable sourcing, they are using a lot of local supplier for their hotel items, and they are also using the sustainable seafood supplier. That's me, the fishing method, sustainable fishing method, the sustainable supplier, they are using it. So Minor is a big group, so if we are start using the sustainable practice, and then other fishermen and also the suppliers start thinking to do more sustainable fishing method so that they can get the big group and they can get the brand image and they can get more supply and money too. So this is very important that Minor Group is implementing this sustainable seafood supplier. And second thing, we are doing a lot of waste management. So I saw Minor Group is using a lot of this like reuse, reduce and recycle system. So for the food wastes they are using in the eco farm, and I saw in the Maldives another hotel they are doing the eco farm and they are using it as a soil, and also they are also doing the like towers and then the bed sheet. And Minor Group is thinking the sustainability as an important thing, so they are writing with the tech and they are using it in the guest room that we are thinking for the sustainability. So if you want to change, you can let us know. Like this kind of things are very small, but the guests can also see that this hotel is really thinking about the environment and for the community. And eco-friendly design, and I can see that a lot of solar system they start using, and also they are using the energy efficient system measurement system, and that are helping the local communities. And awareness program and activities and employee training, they are doing a lot of employee training and they are doing this AIHM. This is helping the community that are really needed to educate it for the hospitality industry who want the career development. They are helping to this Asian community to have a more knowledge about it, and there is a lot of people who is joining back to Minor Groups, so this is also giving the good impact to the business so they can get the excellent by giving the educational program. And I saw a lot of local community and educational program they are giving and volunteering, and they are using the course saving from the sustainability 0% to the local community again. This is very good. And partnership and sustainable report every year. They are thinking about the future partnership, also about the sustainable practice, which is very good for the company. And also they are doing every year sustainable report that make them see what they need to develop for the future, which is very good for them. And this can also be able to see from the guests, like a future guest who is thinking about the sustainable very importantly. for the J Manafaro, the place I walked previously, I saw some of the detail they are doing for the sustainable, and which is very impressive for me. So they are doing a lot of sustainable program that the guests can enjoy and making memories. So they have like a weekly activities the guests can do. In an everyday weekly activity, there is one activities about the sustainability, but it's not a lecture program. They like the guests can do it on their own, like a physical program. They can walk around the island and see what the resort have done and see the plants with the memory and history why we are planting. And also there, for example, they can do the DIY face lifting class, which is using, we are using the herbs we get from the eco farm. So the guests are thinking about it again and again whenever they do this facelifting in their home. So this will help to the resort to get more repeat guests, because the guest is thinking about this activity whenever they do it again in the home. And sustainable garden, we have a sustainable garden with the chicken ham pellets. We get eggs directly from there. We can get the home ground mushroom and mint and lettuce. So we also have an orchid, the garden. And then they are starting the hydroform, which is very good. And this is also they are using the soil while we are getting from the food waste. So they reuse the thing that will be the waste. We are using the food waste as a soil. And they are also using the eco-friendly usage. They have their own water brand with the glass water bottles. So this will reduce using a lot of plastic, and they are using the solar system for the electricity, and they are doing every week and every month saving marine life, like taking out the plastic and also the saving the corals, this kind of activities doing together with the guests, and at the same time doing together with the employees. So this will help the employee to think more about the nature, and the guests can also enjoy while in the vacation. And waste management, we, as I say in the sustainable garden, we are reduce using the plastic, and we are reusing the food waste and also the plastic waste, or the thing we cannot throw it easily. We are recycle it as a wet bag and giving as a gift to the guests. So whenever the guests saw this bag, once they got back home, when they used it wet bag for their swimwear, they would think about the hotel again. So this is very effective for the future guest market. Like we will get the new guests who are interested in the sustainability, and the repeat guests will come back again and again to see what sustainable practice we do. So future sustainable trend in hospitality industry, there are some future trend and that I think about it, and also that is also think from the other people's. So first is we can use the technology to advance guest experience, like we can do our own app, like check-in check-out can do from the app. The guests can see what they can do during the stay as an activity sheet, and we can also upsell the service program like a spa and other thing like water activities, a lot of things from the app. The guests, it's convenient for them. The guests don't need to open the paper, open the book to see the sheets and this thing. They just need to open the phone and do it. And we can also save the paper usage. And using AI to analyze what we have done and what we can develop and reporting stuff. And we can also, for the second thing, we can enhance the guest education and participating in the sustainable practice while with the weekly activities program. We can do a lot of sustainable educational stuff without giving the lecture to the guests, we can give a lot of physical activity. We can think of a lot of things, what we have done and what we can give to the guests. And during the activities, the guests can enjoy, the guests can talk about it in their home back again. And we can also do the awareness program for local communities. We can do the awareness program for the local community that's the hotel is there. And we can also give the activities for the kids. So once the education start, we can give like the small activities the kids will enjoy. At the same time, they can also implement again in their home. And for the third thing, we can renovate the eco-friendly construction. We can build it from the start like eco-friendly construction, or we can also renovate the existing hotel with more eco-friendly construction. That will help you to recognize as one of the LEED certified hotel, and that will help you to get the sustainable tourist community. That is a very big communities. And the last thing, we can do the sustainable healthy menu. We don't need to do it at the same time. We have to do it slowly. We can implement slowly. That will give you the more inclusive and inclusion hotel community. You can build up the inclusive hotel community, and it will attract to more guests, like free guests, and you can attract to dietary, and also you can attract to some of the allergic guests, because we can see a lot of healthy food choices in our menu, and the guests will think that they won't feel uncomfortable and they will feel like home to come to the hotel, because the hotel should be the second home to the guests. And for the conclusion, why the sustainable development is important. So I give you the detail why sustainable development is important, because we have to think of the long term for our future. We need to be comfortable in our present, but we have to think of the future generation, not to give harm to other people. While we are getting benefit, we need to make sure that other people are not getting harm from our comfort. And the second thing, how we can improve, adopt sustainable practice and support the sustainable hospitality and tourism. We can improve by implementing everything slowly. We don't need to be rushed. At the same time, we cannot put everything at the same time. We need to implement one by one. At the same time, while we implementing, we need to make sure that we are giving education to the guests, to the community, and to the people. We need to make sure that every economic, environment, and society are getting benefits from our sustainable practice. And what can we achieve in our business while supporting sustainability? First, we will be cost efficient. We will get more tourist market, and we will also gain the trust from the local community. That will help you to build up your brand image. And once you start the new sustainable practice, this will help you to give up one image that you are included in this community, in this world, and you are helping the nature. So I think sustainable development is very important for our world, for our industry, and we need to make sure that we are going into the right direction with the sustainable development program. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.